Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine.
Guys, we're going to talk about Christ as the Son of God. We're going to talk about that He is fully God. We're going to do this probably in two parts. The first video is going to be that Jesus is fully in and of Himself God, and that He became a man. God was made flesh, and you have to believe and understand this about Christ in order to be saved, in order to get to heaven. This is critical information, and this is the most vehemently attacked subject, that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh, that He's was with the Father, was manifested unto us, and so the Bible's clear, though, that in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word was made flesh. He's called my Lord and my God, our God and Savior, Jesus Christ. God was manifested in the flesh, who is overall God, blessed forever. All things are created by Him. Without Him was not anything made that was made. Sorry, the battery died on that. But like I was saying, that the Bible's very clear and plain that Jesus is God. He's eternal. He has no beginning of days, has no end of life. He's from everlasting. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, so He doesn't change. He's immutable. He's the image of the invisible God. He's God's expression of Himself. There's an idea that Jonathan Edwards had put forth, which is pretty interesting, that Jesus is God's full understanding of Himself. That God's express image of Himself to us is His full understanding of Himself, which is an instance of Himself. So Jesus is the image of the Father, the express image of His person. And so He's fully expressed through the person. Sorry, battery issue again. But that Jesus is the full expression of God to His creation. All things are created by Jesus Christ. All things are created for Jesus Christ. He is before all things. By Him, all things consist or are held together. He upholds all things by the word of His power. So, one of the ways that the cults will attack Christ, the deity of Christ, is they'll say that He's the beginning of the creation and interpret that to mean He's the first thing God created, when actually the Bible is clear that He was not created. He has no beginning of the days. He's from everlasting. So He's the beginning of the creation of God would mean that He is, all things are created by Him. And He's the ending. He said He's the beginning and the ending. So all things are created by Him. All things are created for Him. And so God is fully revealing Himself. The full revelation of God is only found in Jesus Christ. And so if you don't honor the Son as you honor the Father, and if you don't receive the Son, you don't have the Father. The Scriptures are very clear on. So we're going to have verses in the description below that you can study, and you should acquaint yourself with these things and familiarize yourself with these passages and be able to defend the deity of Christ, because it's really the whole purpose of everything. All things are created by Him and for Him. That's for His pleasure we are and we're created. And so it's the gospel of Christ that we're preaching, and His manifestation in the flesh is for the redemption, the mediation between us and God. And so as we get into the humanity of Christ, the incarnation of Christ, we're going to see that unless He's fully God and fully man, that He cannot make propitiation. He cannot atone for sins. He has to be fully God and He has to be fully man. And so we're going to talk about that in the incarnation discussion we're going to come up next. All right? So take a look at those verses.